All right, so here we are getting ready to start our Grand Island adventure. Going to take the ferry over here in about 30 minutes. Got my hiking partner, best friend Clint, and gonna do 21 miles this weekend. A 2-minute trip over to Grand Island. The sign there. All trails pointing this way, I guess. Oh no, it's pointing this way. How do arrows work? So we are getting on the trail at about, actually, a quarter after 12 or so. This weekend turned into something completely different. We were supposed to go up to Isle Royale this weekend, had the seaplane booked for months, and went up there yesterday, and they canceled the flight because it was too foggy at the island. It was a beautiful day in Hubble, but they canceled the flight to the island, and there was going to be a dense fog warning today. They offered to try and get us on today, but there was no way they were flying today either. So we scrapped that idea. I considered going to Porcupine Mountains. I've never been there, but apparently it's a little uncomfortable with that anyway, because I really wanted to do a trip plan, have an idea where we were going, but they require a 72-hour advance notice at the Porcupine Mountains to reserve the campground, the sites in the Porcupine Mountain Wilderness Forest, whatever it is. So we looked at Pictured Rocks, which is Munising, which I have done several times. But, it's going to be a gorgeous weekend, and it's end of the season, so all the campgrounds were booked there. So there's Grand Island here in Munising, which has been on my list of hikes that I wanted to do. It's a 21-mile loop. Everybody always says during peak season it's really super buggy. Should not be bad this time of year, I guess. We'll let you guys know. Temperature right now is about 58 degrees, thereabouts. It is supposed to get up to 70 on Saturday, down to upper 40s, mid 50s at night. Should be perfect for sleeping. And we're going to take it easy. We're doing this in 3 days, so it's not long days at all. I think it's definitely a hike that could be done, even with one overnight if you needed to, but definitely two, but just taking it easy, enjoying the weekend. It's been quite a bit of rain here in the last week or so. I suspect this is normally pretty dry, and we're up high, too high to get down to the lake to filter. So right now, with the rain, there could, plenty of water source here, but I can imagine it getting drier and not having that. So there is apparently a pump or a water source about 6 miles in one of the campgrounds. But right now there's plenty of places to filter if you need to. Getting a little bit of sunshine here. Stopped here for a quick little lunch, bite to eat. Place to sit here, lean our packs. We're about 2 miles in. Pretty wet right now. I have had some rain here. A little muddy in spots on this trail. We're going to take a little detour here. Thunder Coves Trail. It looks like there's a waterfall at the end. Can't be that far, but we're going to go look. Very squishy, very soft on that trail here. Not muddy, just soft, cushiony. Oh wow. Yeah, this is cool. So this little trail, nice little loop, some beautiful scenery right along the lake there. Saw a garter snake, about made my heart jump out of my chest. But it does bring us right back around to the main trail. So it's definitely, that was probably a 1/4 mile little detour. In fact, I can look at that and see. Let's see, we were at 344 before, and we're at 361 now. So yeah, that was 1/4 mile basically. So we're back on the main West Rim Road. See the tracks here. This is where they do the bus. We saw a bus come through here right before we took that little detour. Let's see what we got here. So this is Hardwood campsite. We got a privy down there. Not sure how this works up here. Looks like they do have a place to put your bear. Oh, well, yeah, they got poles for food bags. Okay. Oh. We got a down tree here. I think I'm going to go this way, around it. Yeah. Yep. It's going through it. I'm going to risk it. Oh, look at him show off. Of this filter, because look how clean this is compared to how much tannins there are in that water. This filter does great. Yeah, nice little climb here. It's a long, steady uphill. So we're trying to make it to a, there's an overlook up here. We're gonna do, start to look for a place to pitch tents in the woods. Not a lot of flat ground here. This is definitely, a hammock would 100% be better for dispersed camping on this trail so far. Lots of places you could hang a hammock, but tents, two tents especially, can be a bit more of a challenge. All right, so dispersed camping, we are very close to a scenic overlook, which is perfect. Clint's gonna find a place over there. I'm gonna set up right here, about here on mine. Trails over there a little bit. So this is the best, flattest space we've seen for the dispersed camping. Again, hammock, perfect for this, but you know. All right, so we are set up pretty much. In my tent here. I'll hang the bag over there and get the bear canister. We'll have to take it and put it back there somewhere. There are, I guess, about a dozen bears on the island is what they say. But early day. We'll just hang, watch sunset in a couple hours. Enjoy the evening. Should be fun. Nice casual hike. Although today was tough. It was a tougher one. We did about 6 miles, I guess. All right, we got dinner going. And just boiled some water. Got it rehydrating there. On a beautiful view. Well, I don't know if we're gonna get a good sunset tonight, although I do suspect there'll be some nice color after the sun goes down. I'm gonna stick around and watch for that, but Clint said he heard what he thought was a bear last night, and I came over, look at my bear canister. I had put the bear canister on top of the oven here, and because that we cooked food in it and it was going to smell a little bit. The bear canister's there, so deer maybe might have knocked it down. A bear might have grabbed it, tried to get it. Didn't carry it off very far though. But clearly something wanted to get into it. Glad we had that. Upon further inspection, there are definitely claw or teeth marks as an attempt to open the bear canister, and unsuccessfully, fortunately. But wow, that's crazy. And Clint's gonna go check out his and see. What's that? It's untouched? No shit. Wow. Interesting. Huh. Gonna have some coffee. Beautiful location. Getting just a touch of rain. Standing under the tree canopy and not getting wet, but it's come down pretty good. We were sitting there having coffee, so I suspect it'll drip a little bit. All right, so we are headed out to day 2. This is a very casual hike this weekend. Got plenty of time. Actually, we sat in the tent for a while this morning while it rained, and the sun is shining now. We got all packed up, and it's about noon. So we're only going to do 5 or 6 miles again today. So the paper map showed a difficult part of the trail, but I'm looking at this wondering if that means that it's coming the other direction, because this would be more difficult coming up than going down. Pretty steep little section here. This is a cool part of the trail here. Some different terrain than what we have seen. Walking back along the lake here. and stopped for a quick lunch on Gull Point. So overlook, Gull overlook, Gull Point overlook. I don't know, whatever it is, Gull something. It's kind of great place to eat. So this is the bridge that they said was out, but it's not out. It's just for heavy equipment and stuff. So cool. It'd be a good filter spot if you're gonna climb down.
People already have.
Yes, they have. Guess what I'm not doing?
Climbing down.
Yeah. So, yeah. So this is the Gull Point campground. Just gonna take a look in here. This be a nice campground, really close to the overlook there. You could climb down and filter where we were, but there's a Preservation Point campground. Just so I have evidence when Clint tries to hurt me.
You started it.
You started it. You. I wasn't recording when I started it, so it didn't happen.
What you just said.
It did not happen. Was not recording at that point. So we're headed down to the beach, downhill, and apparently there's a big steep uphill following this. That's strange. I don't know why. I mean, it seems like you could get back up on the ridge without having to go back up on the hill, but you know, whatever. So anyway, it's a pretty steep downhill here. We are going to filter. I'm completely out of water, so we're going to filter at the lake. There's been lots and lots and lots of places to filter if I didn't know that there was upcoming water sources. It's pretty wet out here this week, but you know, I suspect in August, September, it's a lot drier. A lot of these water sources would be dried up, but so I would plan accordingly. But I also think that where we're about to filter probably is not going to dry up even during August and September, because that's like this big lake. Some even call it like a better than most of the other lakes around. I mean, they think it's superior to the other ones, but you know, opinions. North Light Beach. Okay, I think I'm going to drop my pack here and go filter. So this is right after the beach, and now there's a big climb back up to where Freighter View Campground is. So we ran into a guy that said that he had rented 2 sites just in case, and he told us that this one was going to be empty, so we took advantage. And so Clint is up there, a little dark to see, but, and then I'm here, and it's a little rainy. We got a fire going though. It is supposed to rain pretty good tonight, and there's nice because there's a bear box tonight, so don't have to worry about the bears trying to get into our food. So second to last night. It's a good day, fun day. Wow. Let's do a real quick walk through here. That's where Clint set his tent up last night. Mine here. Over here you got, down this path to the left there, you got the little privy. Just a toilet on a mound. And then back there, there's a bear box, which is kind of nice. No bear encounters last night. Picnic table, a nice fire. Okay, so day 3, I guess. This is definitely a trip that you could do in 2 days, but we're doing short, easy days. Getting started, really nice campsite last night. Rained a little bit. Gonna be a gorgeous day though. 71, I think it's supposed to get up to today. And we're gonna probably do 6.5 miles. So Clint's got a blister that we're gonna monitor, make sure it doesn't get too bad, but should be pretty nice hike today. Pretty wet here. It's kind of fun to navigate. Oh, right down the middle. Not hard at all. Looked way worse from as we were approaching that. So we have decided after a quick lunch that we are going to try and make the 4 o'clock ferry. It's about 5 miles. We got about 2.5 hours to do it. We're wearing sunglasses. Anyway, we are going to try and make the 4 o'clock ferry, and then drive down to Clint's mother-in-law's tonight and take a shower, sleep in a real bed. It's either that or disperse camping. And it's a lot more buggy on the east side of the island than it was on the west side. The views are kind of shitty, and I think we'll disperse camping if we need to and get up early, but it'd be nicer to sleep in a real bed and get a shower tonight. It's day number 4. I'm pretty ripe. We were trying to make the 4 o'clock ferry, but we had to stop and look at this view here real quick. It is actually the nicest view of the day so far. So the sign back there said 3.4 miles to the ferry, and we have, it is 2:09, so we've been averaging about 2.7 miles per hour here. So I think we're gonna catch the 4 o'clock ferry, barring some major unforeseen disaster. Pretty steep downhill. This last part's pretty easy here. Alright, here you made it. Here is the ferry dock coming up here.